Hello and welcome. This is my first outdoor container garden video for 2020. Welcome to week 1. So, this is my outdoor container garden. I will try to take a video of it once a week for the next couple of weeks, just to show how it's doing, and everyone can stay up to date with how my plants are doing. So, let's get started. So, I have these two nice big growing boxes here, and I have this trestle netting that I placed above it because on the sides of each of these containers I have a bunch of different kinds of melons planted on there, melons and cucumbers, and we're just going to see how this does. I'm hoping that everything's just going to climb up and around my other plants in the bottom here if I can learn to control them a little bit better. So, we'll just work our way down the row. So, on the end here, we have my miniature white cucumbers. Those are doing pretty good. Then we have my atomic grape tomatoes. Those are doing really good. I grew most of these from seeds. There's a few that I haven't. Basically, the only things I haven't really grown from seed over here are the big tomato plants here and the cucumbers there. But we'll get to those. So yep, those are my atomic grape tomatoes. I have some peppers right here, Aji peppers. Those ones I got a little late planting, but you can see the little sprout right there, and there's a few more sprouting up. The Aji peppers are the ones with the pointy leaves on them. And then we have my crazy tomato plant. This one grows a whole bunch of tomatoes, but just needs to start growing first. It's a little slow growing right now, but otherwise I got one good sized little plant there and then a little tiny one there. And then I have another one which is Sweet 1 Million. It's another tomato plant. This one I got from Home Depot. Got it a lot smaller than this. It was about the size of my atomic grape tomatoes here, but when you buy plants from Home Depot, they turn out to grow very, very fast. So that's how that one's doing. Over here, we have some Kiku melons, some Minnesota melons, and some Tigger melons. I'm going to have to kind of pluck some of those Tigger melons out of there because I got a little too many that are close together over there. Otherwise, now we'll get over to this bush right here. I'm trying to move this over here so that stops burying my jalapeno here, but might have to get some string to tie that back and start climbing up the trestle there. You can see there's already some that's starting to climb. And then I have a little jalapeno plant here that's getting kind of buried by it. And then we have a little watermelon plant here. This watermelon plant grows little tiny watermelons, so it's good for climbing. And then we have my 5-color Chinese peppers here. I got a nice little plant there, and then a bunch more sprouting up that I'm going to have to probably pick out of there. And then I have an Akalu pepper plant. That's a little tiny sprout right there. It's kind of slow right now, but we'll see how it grows. Then in the middle here, I got a walking onion. Got that at the farmer's market. Gonna see how it does in here, and we'll see what happens. My golden Marconi back here, I don't think I got any sprouting up here. There's a little sprout right there, but I don't think that's a pepper plant. So, nothing there yet. This is a habananda plant, habananda pepper plant. It was growing a lot better inside, but when I moved it out, I think I moved it out a little too quick. It got a little sunburned, but it's coming back to life. I've been growing this one since last year, so we'll see what happens there. Then I have a Spanish mammoth plant. And that's another type of jalapeno, I think. But otherwise, you can see some little sprouts right there coming up. So that's doing really good. And then I got my Mexican sour gherkins all over on the end here. I'm growing a lot of those, and those have their own row, even though they're a small plant, because those are my daughter's favorite plant. She likes to just walk by there and just pick off whatever one she can find. So we'll see how that grows. Now, you'll see I have a whole bunch of little spruce trees. Got a bunch of them. But yeah, so this is a bunch of little spruce trees everywhere. Then I got a flower container here. The main thing in this pot that I have are my giant elephant ears that are growing here I got another one that's sprouting up right down there. But otherwise, it's looking really good right now. And those flowers were not doing well about 2 weeks ago. There was not very many of them, and now it's just exploded. So, doing pretty good now. Right here, we have a basically almost dead jackfruit tree. It did not like repotting, but as you can see right down here, it has some new little tiny leaves that's starting to form. So it's starting to come back to life, and I'm excited. I thought I killed it, but it's coming back. There's a lot of these plants over here that I thought I killed at one point because I moved them out so fast, but they're starting to come back slowly, but they're still alive. So, all right, on the very end here, and the tallest one here, has all those twisty leaves up there, twisty branches. That's my Tamarillo plant, and that's doing really good right now. It's trying to take over the wall there. Then we have my clementine tree here, and that's doing amazing right now. You can see it all on the branches. It's growing tons of new little branches all over the place, and it's going to become a bush. All my citrus trees right now are growing like crazy, and they're getting lots of little branches right now. So look over here at my pink variegated lemon tree. It's getting some brand new branches here. When it gets brand new branches, its leaves show up pink at first, and then they turn to their green white variegated look, and they're just everywhere. Again, just like all my other citrus trees, it's growing branches like crazy. Now we'll go over to my limequat, and that's doing very good too. This is a brand new tree this year, and as you can see, it's doing very good as well, growing a bunch of new branches. Now we'll go over to my dragon fruit cactus. I got 2 of them in here, and as you can see, there's a bunch of dead sections on it. Again, that's one of the plants that got sunburned when I moved it out too fast. But if you look along this little one here, right on there's a bunch of new little buds there, new buds there, and that's starting to come back to life. Got some new buds down there, another new bud up here, another more up here. Got new little buds showing up all over the place. So it's all doing very, very good, and I'm excited about that. So we'll see how that ends up doing. Here's another new little plant. This is a brand new lilac I got. So we'll see how that turns out. And then we'll go over to this right here. I'm not happy with this one. That's basically my dead kumquat tree. Kumquat vine, whatever you want to call it there. But that one, it died in this winter, and I was hoping I'd bring it back, but it does not look like it's going to be coming back. So I'm kind of sad about that. My little kiwi there, it's not doing good. So now right here are some lilies. They kind of lost their flowers. I'm hoping they'll bloom again, but we'll see what happens. And over on the end here, we have a little pinwheel here spinning in the wind. It's kind of windy here right now in Wisconsin, so right here on the end here is one of my fig trees, and then I got another fig tree right over on the inside here, and those are doing great, just like everything is right now. And then we'll go, and right there is a little coffee plant, and that's growing very, very well. Excited about that one. And then also excited about this one right here. This is a miracle berry bush. Lost a lot of leaves. It's still trying to adapt to outside, but if you look on the ends of the branches, you can see that it's starting to grow a bunch of new little leaves. So it's coming back, it's coming along pretty nicely. Then right here is a pomegranate bush. I did not know originally that pomegranates grew on a bush, and it's apparently a bush that grows in the desert. They like droughts, and they don't like lots of water. So there's something you probably didn't know. And now we'll go over to here. This is a prickly pear cactus, and I'm excited about that one. Yeah, that's doing very, very good. When I originally bought this, probably about maybe 4 weeks ago, it didn't have any of these bigger pads on it. It only had, there's a smaller pad right there and another pad over here. That's all it had. Then over here we have a Gold Rush squash, basically a yellow zucchini, and that's doing very, very good right now. Everything's doing great. And then over here we have a new kumquat tree because my last one died and I wanted to replace it, and it's doing very good. It's not unlike the other citrus trees right now. It's not growing any new branches, but it is growing little buds for flowers all over inside here, so it's doing pretty good right now. And then over here we have my jelly melon. I've been growing that since last year. Haven't got any fruit off it. Our season's not long enough, but I decided to see how long I can keep it alive. And as you can see, it's still doing pretty good. It has a bunch of dead branches on there. I'll have to cut out of there eventually, but oh, it's still doing really good. And then on the end here, the spikiest plant of them all, my Nargilla. And just like everything else, it's doing great. Growing new branches all over the place and looking good. Alright, so there is my outdoor container garden. I hope you enjoyed it. I will try to post a new video each week to keep everyone updated. Otherwise, please subscribe to my channel, like my video, comment whatever you want, and I'll see you next time.